Okay, let's do a basic metric conversion. We're going to take kiloliters and convert them to centiliters. 5.522 kiloliters to centiliters. It says using conversion factors. So as you can see, we have kiloliters. It tells us how many kiloliters and liters would be equivalent. And then we see centiliters. Here, 1 liter is equal to 100 centiliters. So to do that basic conversion, we take 5.522 kiloliters, and we need to eliminate kiloliters first, and that the first step is to change kiloliters to liters, and that is 1 kiloliter is 1,000 liters, and then that will eliminate our kiloliters, and we'll be stuck with liters now, and we want to get from liters to centiliters. So we want liters in the denominator, so that will reduce and to end up with centiliters. And it tells us that 1 liter is equal to 100 centiliters. And so we'll note that the liters will reduce, and what we're left with is multiplying 5.522, and you may want to put that over 1. I often do that at the beginning, it's not necessary. But if you want to multiply that by anything multiplied by 1,000 really basically moves the decimal point 3 places to the right, doesn't it? So this decimal point we know will move, let's go ahead and just color it. That decimal point will move 3 places to the right when you multiply by 1,000. And then with 100, since it has 2 zeros, that will move it 2 more places to the right. So the result of this really is just moving the decimal point 5 places to the right. So we have 5. And the 522, that will be 1, 2, 3 places when we multiply by 1,000. And then, since the decimal point will be here, to move it 2 more places, we'll have to add 2 more zeros. So that will be 552,200 centiliters. Now, there is a shortcut for this. Instead of using conversion factors, if we know our prefixes, kilos, hectos, deca. Then we have our base units, like liters, but this works for grams as well. It works for meters, and it works for airs, which is a unit of measure, like an acre kind of, and it works for watts and many other units of measurement that use metric prefixes. Now, the smaller fractions or smaller prefixes are deci, centi, and milli. So kilo stands for 1,000, really. Hecto stands for 100. Deca, and by the way, we usually abbreviate it with the DA so it's not confused with deci. So deca stands for 10, like decade. Deci, that ends with an I, stands for tenth. Centi, like a cent, is 100 penny or 100 cents in a dollar. Centi means hundredth. And milli, the word mil in Spanish means 1,000. This is 1,000th of a liter or a gram or meter or whatever unit you might be working with. So the shortcut here is if you're going to convert kilometers to kiloliters to centiliters, you're going from kilo all the way over here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. And you can see the 3 steps to liters gives us 1,000, and the 2 more steps to centi give us 100. So if you think of this as moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places to the right, it's very quick to do a conversion in the metric system. So this would be 5522 with 2 more zeros in that answer that we got up here. But if we did another problem, I can make one up very quickly, and they're very simple to do. Let's take, what if we went from 250 centiliters and we changed those to decaliters with an A, that's over here. So change colors here for this one. From centi, 1 to the left, 2, 3 places to the left to go from centiliters to decaliters. the decimal in 250 is assumed to be at the right, so that would move it 3 places to the left, and that would be 0.25. We could drop that. You can drop that extra 0 if you want, but that would be 0.25 decaliters. Or we could take anything, it doesn't have to be liters. What if we had 250 hectometers? And we wanted to convert that to, let's say, centiliters. I'm using centiliters each time. Let's go back to centiliters, and let's change colors on that one too. So from hectometers, that should be centimeters. Meters is a length measurement. Meters is a length measurement, not liters, which is a quantity, a volume. So this is centimeters. So we'll go from hectometers to centimeters. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces to the right. So in the 250, we'll take the decimal point, which is already on the right-hand side. That'd be 250. We'd have to insert 1, 2, 3, 4 more zeros. So that would be 2,500,000 centimeters. This can apply to any of the prefixes in these particular values here. So I hope you found this helpful.